why not? Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to another live stream with the Bullish Bears team, where we bring you the most current and prospective analysis from a community standpoint. Alright, let me just throw Discord up in the top left so I keep an eye on that. Alright. What's going on, Sapphira? What's going on? Good morning, everybody. So I did post a bit of a trade analysis, my pre-market plans this morning. I'll go over it with you guys one more time. So on ES, what I'm looking for is, with ES, we've made a strong downtrend last week, but Friday ended up chopping a bit before we pulled back. I personally don't trust the bulls yet, but I can see us going bullish for a bit today, right? So I was assuming, okay, Friday's going to be choppy, Friday's going to pull back. We had Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday were really strong bearish days, really strong bear moves. I was expecting that pullback. If we take a look at the daily, you know, we do have really strong price action to the downside for continuous, right? So we have these big red days, green pullback. These big red days, green pullback. Big red days. Now we have the chop, we have some pullback. I would prefer, if I'm looking for a high probability setup, I'm looking for this trend line to be retested on ES. I'm also looking for this trend line and this supply zone to be retested on NQ. So those are the two high probability setups I'm looking for today. Other than that, if we look into the 2 hour, what I'm looking for is this 3 hour supply zone. This held up as a supply a few times the other day. I'm looking for this to work as an area of interest now. So if we do hold up as an area of interest, that would be great. Would like to hold this and go long. I just realized the music was playing. I hope YouTube did not pick that up. A little bit of a bumpy start to the day over here. But that's alright. What's going on, Victor? What's going on, everybody? Foul Hunt, Brian, what's going on, guys?
Good morning, Kevin.
Morning. Alright, so let's see what else. So right, I'm looking for this 3 hour supply on ES. I'm looking for this level to hold up, 4429. I'm looking for this trend line to be rejected around 4420. Or this key level. I would like us to make another lower high based off of these levels, right? So we would have this lower high, lower high, lower high. Now we're making the lower high based off this lower high, but I would like to see us pull back and make a lower high, maybe based off of the 15-minute, right? So let's see how we made these higher high, higher high, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. So I want to see if we want to make another higher low around here, push back higher, and then maybe fail this high, or if we break it, I'll look for a retest and rejection off this trend line. But with that being said, I still do want to short this trend line right here, this price level right here. So I'm going to be patient. I'm going to try to get that short entry around 44.20 today, right? And that's also going to try to line up with this NASDAQ supply zone. This is an 8 hour supply zone. And I'll show you guys exactly how I found that. It was based off of, check this out, right? So we had big drops, we had a basing with a nice long upper wick, small body, a nice drop after it with some continuation. So with that being said, this will be the 8 hour supply zone that I'm watching to short today. Morning, YouTube. What's going on, everyone? I'm actually going to set an alert so I don't miss that, because let's say it does happen after we, let's say it happens after 11. It is a trade that I want to take. So I'm going to stay patient. I do like that we're holding VWAP on NASDAQ. That was also one of the plays I was looking for on NASDAQ. I'll show you guys my NASDAQ play. NASDAQ, I adjusted the price levels on NASDAQ because the trend line was having trouble being respected by price. I don't really have a proper demand zone that's holding us up here. But due to the price action, we are seeing these higher lows, and now we're making some higher highs as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do stay bullish for a little bit today, but I do want that pullback. The overall trend has been bearish lately, and I don't want to fight that. Last thing I'll give out to you guys is Microsoft. This is a potential swing trade. As we saw last week, guys, when we took the meta trade, it was a great swing trade. With Microsoft, what I'm looking for is Microsoft, what I'm looking for is on the daily, right? So if we're looking at the daily, I am looking for us to retest that 320 level. And the reason I wanted to retest the 320 level is, look, we chopped around and we had a range from 320 to about 325. So that's the range we had. We broke it. Now let's see if we go retest the range. Then we would grab some puts and we would swing trade those puts to try to really get some nice profits on that. Just like we saw from Meta last week. Meta we wanted as well was a 300 level. Look, it broke that range. We took it off the key level. We swung trade that. So nice swing trade. Gonna delete this demand zone was broken. Same with that 30 minute. Let's remove 30 minute. And now we have our now we have our key levels. Let's see, let's get a better key level on this one, right? So let's move this down a little bit. Let's activate, and the reason this is going to be a better key level is now let's look at it. See how it's the wick, so it's doing better already. So 1 hour has that 1 hour, that 1 hour even looks better as well. So I'm going to change that from white to gold. So I know that is a key level that I want to play. Head back to the 5 minute. Alright, gonna move that back up there. And yeah, what's going on YouTube? See a bunch of you guys just joined in. What's going on, Jimmy? Good morning, good morning. We were just going over our trade plans and trade setups for today on ESNQ and as well as Microsoft for a potential swing trade. So hopefully that does play out as well as Meta did last week, right? So if we stay in a bear trend, if we stay bearish, we are most definitely going to have a nice entry on that. I'll even show you guys how strong that 320 level is intraday, right? So check this out. If we go intraday, change it from 20 days, just to sort of look back a little better. We are, scroll. So you see how this was an area that we had trouble getting over, then we finally got over it, and then it respected it as support. Then it broke it. Now I'm expecting it to work as resistance. It was resistance. It was support. So this is a strong key level, and it's a strong key psychological level as well. It's a 320 whole number. What's going on, 99 Chevy? Yeah, we're going to have some good ones today. Just got to stay patient, let the market do its thing. Let the market come to us, not force any trades. What's going on, Discord community? Appreciate you all for tuning in today. Alright, so we are holding up VWAP on NASDAQ as of now. We have about a minute till the market opens. Let's let the market open. I'm thinking we might get a pump at market open to sort of head towards 44.02 on ES. So let's just stay a little patient. And if we get a dump, what I am looking for, and the reason this 3-hour supply zone was broken but is still there, is I'm looking for this 3-hour supply zone to be used as an area of interest. So what we could do is we could change it to blue, so we know that this is no longer a supply zone. And what we could do as well, where is it? There it is. Delete the 3-hour. Now we know this is an area of interest, but if it does not hold this area of interest, I have no problem deleting it, and I will use this 1-hour demand zone to hold. Will also depend on what the VIX is doing and how the VIX will open as well. So we have about 20 seconds till market open. Looks like we are getting a bit of a strong move right away. Just stay impatient on that. Staying patient, and guys, don't forget I use equities to help sort of gauge the strength of the market, strength or weakness of the market. Same with the advanced declining. I always like to keep that up. Hey, check this out, guys. So look at that. This used to say TD Ameritrade. Now it says Schwab Network. So I guess they're
I
moving
am
everything
on
over.
that today. I am all over that. That's got to mean that it's available on the Schwab platform, yeah?
It should be. It definitely
Right, I
should
made
be.
note of that. Thanks, Kevin.
Absolutely. So Microsoft's, Apple, these things had a gap up. Here is the push higher that I was talking about. Let's see if it wants to hold higher. But again, whenever the market opens, guys, our best bet is to sort of let the dust settle per se. Plus, we got to remember that it's Monday now, right? So Friday, we remembered we had a really nice trend week, but then Friday chopped around and then reversed to try to take back all those gains people had on puts. And now, what the market is doing, it's Monday, the market is going to want to chop around the first half hour or so to try to get people in the wrong trades, get people in the wrong side. So we're just going to want to stay patient. Let's see, at 3 o'clock, when the London session opens at 3, we had a nice move higher. So let's see if we want to sweep the lows of the London session, which would be in this demand zone. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on that 1 hour demand zone to play some long positions. And for that trade, we would look to enter here. We would move our stop loss to here. First target we would say is VWAP, and that already is a 4-to-1 risk to reward. So that's a good setup we are going to be watching for, and we're going to stay patient for. The other setup I'm looking for is a rejection off this trend line up here. And that would be for a short position. That would also be a great trade because then we're able to have a really tight stop loss and really good target. Again, making a 6-to-1, almost 7-to-1 risk to reward on that trade. So we're just staying patient, guys. These are the two main setups I'm watching today. Staying patient, trying to let the market do its thing. And also Microsoft around 324 for puts. And if I do take Microsoft short, the puts that I'm watching are going to be the 310 or the 315. And right now, the 310 and the 315 are around 160 and 320. So I'm watching these. Could even go with the 305 if we want to do something a little cheaper, because I am expecting a strong move, and then I'm expecting it to be a swing trade. And as we know, swing trades have potential for a better return on investment versus day trades, because when we swing trade, we're really swinging for a much larger move. There's that open pump that I was looking for, right? Said maybe bring us to around 44.02. So just staying patient. Equities are a little weak still, but have gapped up. My Apple filled its gap, right? So see how Apple gapped all the way up here, came all the way down, filled the gap, and now let's see if it wants to push back higher. Microsoft did not fill its gap, but it's staying strong. And if we check our watch list for relative strength, Tesla and Nvidia, these things are much stronger than these over here. But Tesla's got this area, this 30-minute demand zone that it did break. Didn't really respect it at all, so I'm probably considering deleting that. I haven't charted Tesla or Nvidia in a while, so I'm not going to be making any trade plans on that. I did make that daily supply zone on Nvidia, so that might be a good setup too. Just staying patient on that though, guys, because now it is relatively stronger than the other stocks. So Nvidia and Microsoft, I would look to swing trade some short positions if the market gets weak at the areas that I'm watching. NASDAQ, a nice pump higher, and the reason NASDAQ is pumping much higher and stronger than ES is because these equities are much stronger. Nvidia is stronger. Microsoft is now pushing green. Apple's filled that gap and is now trying to push higher. So NQ, right, is giving us a really nice strong pump at the open. So that's really great. It's what we want to see. See if we get that 44.02. Really good open, guys. Really good starts of the day. What's going on, YouTube? You guys got any questions too? Please let me know. Always feel free to drop a comment. Don't forget, hit that like and subscribe button. Go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday for you guys. VIX with a nice drop, right? There we go. Good pumps, good pumps. And 4402, give us that 4402. Hey, there we go. Target hit on that first on the market open trade, right? So great trade on that. Nice and patient. Just staying patient, waiting. See, we got Microsoft around, it's about 40 cents away from 319, and we want Microsoft at 320 to take some puts. Just staying patient. Really nice pumps in the morning. Great stuff. Love to see it. Exactly how I expected it to play out so far. We do have this area of consolidation right here on the 5-minute. This could be potentially a 5-minute supply zone, so we could pull back for a little bit. But then I think we will continue a bit higher if equities stay strong as well. Look at that. NASDAQ high a day. Really strong market, staying patient. But now we do have that divergence. NASDAQ high a day, ES is not near its high of day. But when I look for divergence, I would much rather have the divergence close on the 15-minute. Look at VIX, guys. VIX is just dropping. Look at this bull move, guys. Great start to the day. Really good stuff. Let's see if we could trap some people on the buy side while we look to grab some shorts somewhere. But again, guys, just because I'm expecting a short move at some point does not mean I shouldn't be playing any long moves. At the market open, I said, all right, we're probably going to pump up. When market opens, it's exactly what we got. It's only been 6 minutes since the market opened, and we already got, what did we get, like almost a 10-point move? Nearly a 10-point move already, right off market open. That's on ES. On NASDAQ, we had nearly a 60-point move on NASDAQ already. That's crazy, guys. And whenever we trade the open, guys, we want to be scalping because the volatility is a little uncertain. And when things are uncertain, we want to be in and out. I do have Meta coming up near a key level right now on the 5-minute, right? That 28603 level, but I also have another key level above that at 28935. So just staying patient. Apple with some nice strength. Really good stuff so far, guys. Nvidia getting near that daily supply level. Really good stuff. Another trade setup we might watch out for is that 451.11 on Nvidia. And let's check that out. Show you guys how I found that on the daily. Look, so we had the basing, then we had nice drops. Then look, we already rejected this once, so this could be another nice setup. I'm going to screenshot that and share it with the community, anybody who might not be in the live right now. There we go, NASDAQ just climbing away. Great stuff today, guys. Good start. Bulls are present. Alright, so again, Nvidia, good area to short if it gets into that supply zone. ES failing to breach the highs. Nvidia, NQ, however, is not. But I am looking for this 8-hour supply zone to reject on NQ, right? So I'm staying patient, nice and patient. Alright, let's see. Look at that. There we go, NQ. And think of it this way too, guys. NQ's pumping so strong right now. A lot of people are going to see this and say, okay, well, we're very bullish. We're bullish right now. But they're not realizing, okay, well, we have this trend line that's been rejecting. We've been in a bearish overall market. They're not zooming out. When in doubt, zoom out. We want to know what the whole market is doing. So I'm going to be setting some short positions right up there on NQ. Where's that at? About 1492475. I do have my alert set up there as well, so I'm just staying patient on that. See if NQ lines up here and ES lines up at this trend line, that is the short I'll be looking to take. Now we do have Nvidia is trying to break through its supply zone right up here, guys, so let's watch that and be aware of that. See if we get the extended hours on there. Look at that, it's wicking right off it right now. Let's see if it wants to break through. Now if we get Nvidia in its supply while Microsoft is also rejecting that key level, I'm really going to be hopeful, and I'm really going to be looking for those shorts to play out on NASDAQ. Now I'm saying that while NASDAQ is pumping, guys, right? So we're just staying patient. We're letting the market come to us. Nice pullback on ES. Good area to take Nvidia short with the stop loss right above here. So it's about a $4 stop loss and a, let's see. So it's about, we're risking about $4, and the target would be way further down. So this is definitely more than a 3-to-1 risk to reward on that trade. We just want to stay patient. Microsoft's having trouble above 319. Apple also getting weak. Things are getting weak up here. Just staying patient. I do want that supply zone on the NASDAQ. And if it does reject that supply zone and that trend line right there, it'll create a lower high based off this swing high. So again, that's something I'm being patient for, something I'm waiting for. And yeah, see if it plays out. Nvidia pushing a bit higher. Good, let's bring NASDAQ higher as well. Great, great, great. Copy that, paste it over here. Just staying patient. We got that great pump that we got it open. Glad we caught that. Glad we saw that. And I did say before market open I was expecting a pump at market open. It's exactly what we got. Would have been a great trade, day trade, scalp, however long you would be in that trade. Let's see now. We got 2 minutes on the 5 minute. Let's see if this wants to close as a rally, a basing, and then a rally afterwards. And that is what I'm looking for, because that will also help bring us higher on the NASDAQ. See what the VIX is doing. VIX is dropping like it's hot near some key levels, key areas over here. So just staying patient. If I'm looking to take any long positions from here, I'm waiting for this minute and 30, right? So I'm waiting for this 5 minutes to close, and I'll scalp. Maybe I'll take NASDAQ long, right? Because that way NASDAQ is stronger. Or it would depend on how ES closes, right? So I might take ES long, and I would do a long position wherever that closes, stop loss at the low of that candle, and target would be this trend line right here that is almost a 3-to-1 risk to reward. Call it a 2-to-1 to stay safe. That is another setup I will look to take. That's only if the candle closes with a long lower wick and a small body like that. So we got 40 seconds left till this candle closes. We have Microsoft making its way to that 320 level. Nvidia having some trouble in the daily supply zone. Just staying patient on that, right? Look at that. Nvidia having trouble. Microsoft getting real close to that 320. But this is also where Microsoft's rejecting right now is where yesterday's VWAP was. So that's something to take note of as well. So this could be a good area to take Microsoft short for a potential swing trade if the market wants to go lower. Nice rejection. See, now I'm not going to be taking that trade because of how that candle closed. Maybe NASDAQ for a better long position, but quite frankly, we got Nvidia in supply, we got NASDAQ, we got Microsoft trying to reject. Not taking any trades right now. I'm staying patient. I'm waiting for the right setup. No reason to force anything. Yep, there's the rejection. Just staying patient. See how we hold up on VWAP. ES is a lot closer to VWAP than NASDAQ is, so we're staying patient on that. But NASDAQ also made that new high a day, whereas ES did not. So I'm still waiting for that 8-hour supply zone and that trend line to be touched before I take any short positions. Patience is key right now. We never want to be the first seller. You never want to be the first buyer because we'll never be the first buyer or seller, right? When we do that, we're assuming the market's going to go in our direction, and that's not what we want. We want to wait for confirmation. We want to wait for the right trade, wait for the right areas, wait for the right signals. Strong buying pressure today so far. Strong pullbacks. Nvidia is rejecting out of supply right now, guys, right? So that would have been a good area, good place to take it short, right up here. Amazon is trying to pump higher. Just staying patient right now. Because again, guys, I'm expecting bulls to bring us a bit higher before we continue lower. The reason for that is that NASDAQ trendline and key level. So would it be worth it to scalp on NASDAQ right now? It might be, right? Because that could be a nice 4-to-1 or whatever. But am I going to take that trade? Probably not. Probably not. I can't get in assuming we're going to go higher, right? Because it could chop around. It could just drop. I want to stay patient. Apple having a tough time too at these levels. So just staying patient right now. Microsoft's cleaner rejection. We got about 2.5 minutes in the 5-minute. No reason to rush or force any trades. Never force trades, guys. All we can do is react to the market. See that if we tried to force that long position up here because we saw that lower wick, would have came right back down. Again, though, I do think we go a bit higher before we continue lower, but I'm just staying patient. We got ES coming down to VWAP right now. Let's see if that wants to hold up. Alright, coming right to VWAP. Nice rejection on Microsoft. Nice rejection on Apple, Nvidia, good rejections. Well, let's see if we want to reject, then maybe make a lower high. Or reject and then maybe go back higher. We got 1:30 left in this candle, and as we know and as we saw Friday and almost every day of the market, if we got over a minute left, even if we got under a minute left, this thing could wick right back up, right? It wants to trap sellers, it wants to trap buyers, it wants to trap people in general, because when it traps people, it's gaining that liquidity to push us in the other direction, right? So I'm just staying patient. Just staying patient. Got under a minute left on the 5-minute. See if it wants to reject, go higher. Would maybe consider grabbing a couple contracts on NQ right here to go along, but because I'm expecting a bear move, I'm not going to do that. I'm just staying patient. I don't know if it's going to go up. I don't know if it's going to go down. We got 3 minutes in the 5-minute. I want to let the candle close. Because how many times, guys, do you not let the candle close? You jump in a trade, and then it just goes the opposite direction. Too many times. Hindsight is always 2020, and letting the candles close helps work out in our hindsight of, okay, well, if I let the candle close, I would have noticed it gave us a long upper wick. If I let the candle close, I would have noticed A, B, and C, right? So these are all things we want to take note of. Got NASDAQ 10-minute looking pretty good right now. Would maybe consider longs on NASDAQ, try to scalp it, but gotta be careful. Go light in size if you're looking to scalp. Bears are not messing around right now. Bears have been in control lately, but I'm still expecting us to hit that 8-hour supply zone up here. Let's just be patient. Check out the 10-minute. ES with some strong rejections as well. 15-minute looking good. Strong rejections. But I'm just waiting. Might go light in size on some long positions here, expecting us to move back higher. But quite frankly, look at that bear move, guys. Don't want to fight that trend. Just want to stay patient on this. No reason to fight that trend. Does sort of look like it wants to make this bear flag, right? So I might, again, I was grabbing a couple small contracts on NASDAQ down here on these wicks. So I am just waiting. I'm trading light, trading super light. Because also, Microsoft did not get to the 320 level that I wanted to short. So I'm expecting Microsoft to also push back higher. So I'm just staying patient in a light long position and just staying patient, guys. Patience is key. And guess what? If you're patient and the market quote unquote moves without you, then so be it. There is no moves without you. The market's always moving, period. So if you miss a move, that's okay because then you weren't in the opposite direction as well. Got 3 minutes in the 5-minute. Again, it could do anything for these 3 minutes. It could wick around, it could chop around, it could push back lower, push back higher. Just staying patient. We want to buy the lows, which would be the wicks, and sell the highs. ES broke through VWAP, but then it is rejecting back higher. See if bulls want to come back in and play. Checking out that time and sales. Don't forget, guys, this is a past webinar that I just made on Saturday. I went over how I use level 2 and time and sales, so make sure you check that out. Checking out the bid, checking out the ask, checking out the volume cloud. Buyers are still stepping in. A lot of buying hitting the tape, a lot of green hitting the tape. That's above the bid. Good stuff, good stuff. Just staying patient. I do want that higher move on NASDAQ. Does look like it's making a flag pattern. And what we look for the flag pattern is we look for a really strong move up, a little bit of a wavy move down, hence it being called a flag, and then another push higher, right? So we'd want a flag, we want a pull, a flag, and then another pull. And that other pull is going to lead us right to this 8-hour supply zone if we do push higher. Just staying patient. Got a minute in the 5-minute. Good stuff so far. There we go. Nice, nice. But we still got 45 seconds, right? Could wick all the way back down if it wants. The market is in control of the market. You know, we keep an eye on buying and selling pressure all we want, but there will always be liquidity grabs. There will always be fake outs. 25 seconds left. Staying patient. What's going on, YouTube? See a couple more of you guys just tuned in. Hello and welcome to our Bullish Bears live stream. Remember, guys, don't forget to stay active in our Bullish Bears community. Check out our blogs, check out our videos. We always make new content, new videos for you guys. How to use TOS, how to use TradingView, how to use depth of market, all these types of stuff. We have weekly webinars on Saturdays. Really good stuff, guys. All right, let's see. Want Microsoft to push us a bit higher from here, right? I want Microsoft at 320 to play some puts, and I'm going to try to really swing trade those puts. So I'm going to want NASDAQ to go higher, because then that will also mean Microsoft is also trying to push higher. Same with Apple, Microsoft, those are key components in the NASDAQ. Same with the Tesla, guys. Check out Tesla's pushing real strong right now. Nice, good trade so far on these longs. Staying patient. Expecting a new high a day break on NASDAQ. Again, guys, I'm expecting us to come up to this trend line and this supply zone up here on NASDAQ. So I'm just staying patient on these long positions. I grabbed two right here to start my position. I grabbed two more down here on the wick lower. Just staying patient on this trade. Want to push higher. Want to be targeting all the way up here, which would be how many points? Should be about another 30-something points. So there's a high a day break on NASDAQ. ES is not at its high of day. I'm just staying patient. I'm not exiting these longs yet. Amazon with a nice pump up. Apple trying to pump higher on the 5-minute. Staying patient. Trying to let the winner run. Let the winner win. Cut our losses short. I might look to scale out of a few here. Maybe just one contract just to lock in some gains. But quite frankly, I think I want to let my winner run, right? I don't think I want to stop out too soon. I want to let all my contracts be able to hit my target. Really clean trade so far. Microsoft sort of having trouble around this area again. Want to see a nice strong move on Microsoft to help us push higher. Apple has a nice green candle on the 5-minute right now, guys. Check this out. Check out Apple, Amazon, Nvidia too, Tesla too. These stocks are pushing higher, so we want to go with the trend. Trend is our friend. There we go, there we go, there we go now. Really good stuff, guys. Really good stuff. Great trade so far. VIX is pushing lower. I want to see a VIX new low of day to continue higher on the trend. Got a minute 30 in the 5-minute. Nice, nice. Good stuff. See if it wants to give us one strong push higher. Remember, guys, my target is up here. This is 14,924. That trade will net me about 58 points on NASDAQ. Got a minute left in the 5-minute. Nice, good pumps, good pumps, good stuff. I'm gonna look to scale out of... Part of me wants to scale out. Part of me is like, let's let this winner really run. But I'm gonna play it safe. I am going to try to scale out at the high a day. Scale out of 2 contracts right up here. If we get one more push higher. But don't forget, trend is our friend. Trend has been bullish. Trend has been pushing higher at the moment. Overall trend, if we're looking at the daily and these other time frames, though, has been bearish. Alright, I'm out of 2 contracts, holding just 2 left. Again, target is up here. Really great trade so far. Got 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yo, good stuff, good stuff. So I'm glad I scaled out because we are going to see some pullback. Stock market never just moves straight up. Stock market never just moves straight down. Do have to stay patient. That's why we have to get really good entries so pullbacks don't affect our position that much. So just staying patient. Do want us to continue. We have the VIX at a new low of day, while NASDAQ is making a high of day, and ES is also near a high of day as well. So trend being our friend, just waiting. Waiting for our target to hit. We do have Microsoft, guys, at that 320 level right now. That's an area I wanted to take some puts to swing some puts. So let's see how Microsoft wants to play out. But the way these candles have closed, I would not grab it short because then we're just getting in blindly. Would even consider grabbing another long position right down here while we're pulling back to try to scalp that one. A few points, about what? 15 points, but it's not really worth it because then what I'm doing is I'm getting another long position. It's going to average me way up here. And then if it does pull back, it's going to be tougher to gauge that trade. So I'm just in the 2 contracts I'm in left. Was in 4 originally. I scaled out on this pump higher. Just staying patient. Really great trade so far. And that's not even the setup I was looking for. The setup I was looking for was a short off this trend line and this supply zone. So I might even reverse my trade when it gets up here. Alright, NASDAQ, Microsoft is...
Good morning, everyone.
Hey, good morning. What's going on?
Sorry to cut you off there, Kev.
No, you go, bro. No worries. How's it going?
Good. Just here at work trying to trade.
Nice. Good luck. Don't force any trades. Stay patient.
Definitely to work on that.
Got 2 minutes in this 5-minute, guys. Staying patient on this. I don't think we're going to reverse here yet. It is just a pullback. Market needs pullbacks. Pullbacks are healthy. It's never going to go right from our entry to our target. Do like VIX at new low a day. Do like NASDAQ at new high a day. I might not even sell my position up here, to be honest, because of how strong the market is moving. I might just move my stop loss to here, right? I might try to let that winner run it in case we don't respect that trend line and supply. Although that was looking very high probability up there because the trend line and supply zone are lining up. So I'm just staying patient. But something I have noted lately is we've been stalling out right before we get to a supply zone and then we just break through it with strength. So again, I might not sell out of my position. I might just hold and move my stop loss higher. Got that pullback. We got a minute left in the 5-minute. Definitely considering adding another contract to this long position, but I am staying patient. I don't really want to sway my risk to reward on this. Staying patient. Market does look strong. There we go, NASDAQ. 45 seconds left in the 5-minute. Cool beans. Microsoft through that key level. Yeah, again, guys, I might just stay in this trade and move my stop loss higher because NASDAQ has just been pumping, man. let's see, our first move was about 70 points. This move so far is going to be about 70 points. So that would be a measured move right there, right? Both moves, the flag, the pull was 70 points, the flag was a few, and then the pull, second pull, right? So we look for a flag pattern. So I am staying patient. I might, a part of me wants to exit the trade when we get up there. Another part of me is like, not yet. Look at that. Look at that. Nice strong move on Microsoft as well. So yeah, I might not exit this trade entirely. I might just be patient. Really good stuff. Really good stuff. Alright, I'll look to exit there. Look for one more little pump higher. Gonna exit around that this level right here. Depending how this candle closes, I might even reverse the trade and take some short positions up here. But again, that depends on how the candle closes, and we got over 4 minutes until that happens. So moving my exit point right to exactly where this 8-hour supply zone is. And I'm okay if it pushes through it and continues, because not only was this a very successful trade, but it also reached my daily goal criteria. Alright, completely out of that long position. Again, if it does push higher, that's no problem. I was expecting a strong move. That was a really, really great trade, and we're just staying patient now. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Great stuff. Again, part of me is considering starting a small short position up here. Microsoft's above that key level. Nvidia's getting weak. Yeah, I'll grab like one short position right now. Just one small one, right? Because I don't want to give back my gains, but I do want to be in. This is the trade that I was originally looking for today. Real strong move higher. Just staying patient, letting the candle close. VIX is pushing lower. And I could always add to my position if it does go in my direction. Add to winners, cut losses quickly. So I'm starting my short position right here on NASDAQ. What I would like is another push higher and to see this key level on ES as well to help with that confirmation to go short. But I did start my short position. This is a trend line and supply zone up here. We just had that strong bull move. We had the measured move from the flag pattern as well. And if we're looking left over here, everybody's going to be saying buy, buy, buy. And they could be chasing that up here, which is filling our short positions, right? So this is an area where I wanted to originally sell in the market. This is an area that I called out to our community as well. So I'm really just staying patient, right? I started the short position. It's going well so far. Good stuff. And I'll show you guys again. Where is it? NASDAQ. I'll be looking for weakness around the 8-hour supply zone, which is lining up with the top of that channel. That's what we're getting so far. So again, just staying patient, trying to let that play out. And depending on how the candle closes, I will add another contract. I don't like VIXs at low a day, but that's okay because it could always reverse. Just staying patient with this market was very strong. Microsoft rejecting is again above that key level, that key area that I was watching it to go short. I would maybe consider starting my short position on Microsoft up here too. And that would be a put position, and that would look to be a swing trade if the market wants to continue pushing lower. 40 seconds left. We're coming back near my entry on NASDAQ. Staying patient. Patience is key. Patience, young grasshopper. You guys ever see that movie? What's that movie called? Drawing a blank.
Bugs Life.
That's it. BB Cam, I like your name. Very cool. Gotta represent. I like that rejection on ES right now. Really good stuff. Yeah, I might. If we get another little pump higher, I'm going to add to my short position. Good stuff, good stuff. Give me another little pump higher so I could average in around the same price. If it doesn't, I'm just going to let it play out. And then what I'll do is I'll add to it when we make a lower high. So I'll look for... Where is it? I'll look for a push lower, push higher, one more rejection, and at that point, at this point right here, or wherever it is, say it's like right here, then I'll add another short position. But I'm staying patient. I started my short position. It is going well. Good stuff so far. I will say, however, Microsoft looks like it wants to create a rally base rally if it continues higher. But this is an area of interest that I wanted to short. There we go, there we go. Good stuff. That's what I want to see. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Back-to-back great trades, guys. Really good stuff. Love to see it. That's how we start our week off, guys. Woo! Just following our plans, guys. Just gotta follow our trade plans. Stay patient, follow the plans, listen to the market. Nice, Jimmy. Good stuff, man. Jimmy on YouTube says, great analysis, Kev. 2K in the bag for me. Great stuff, dude. That's huge. Huge, dude. Jimmy, you better use some of that 2K to come join our community. We'd love to have you in our Discord, bro. BullishBears.com. Come sign up, come join. MNQ, yeah, man. Same here as trading a bunch of contracts on MNQ. I'd much prefer MNQ over NQ just because of the strength in it. You know, $20 a point is pretty crazy. You know, unless you're really trying to scalp it and you get in the right direction, it's a strong mover right there. Yeah, NQ can tear your face off for sure. For sure. I like this pullback so far. I'm not adding any positions yet. I'm waiting. I'm letting this candle close. I like that weakness ES is giving. I do like Microsoft's getting weak around this trend line. Apple's just dropping too right now pretty strong. And look, we did break above this supply zone on NVIDIA for a second, right? So let's see if it wants to hold above it or if it wants to come back lower. Tesla is very strong right now. That's something that's probably going to make it hard for us to push lower, so we need Tesla to also start to reject. Let's see if we got any 15 or 30 minute supply zones on Tesla. Not seeing anything, so next key level 230.83 on Tesla. Guys, don't forget, check out our YouTube videos, check out our shorts, check out our reels, check everything out, drop some likes, show some love. Dropping likes are free to you guys, but they do mean a lot to me because I do put a lot of time and effort into all the videos and content I make for you guys. Hey, big drops, good stuff, good stuff. Minute left. I do think we wick back up for a little bit. Yeah, Jimmy, I normally trade micros, especially in a volatile market like we're seeing lately, and the reason for that is because of the volatility we're in. Now, if we were in a much smaller range, I would trade the minis. Like, I know ES right now, ES is in a very large range normally, like every day lately, where it's just ranging about like 18 to 20 points. Sometimes we get ranges on ES where it's only like 5, 10 points. At those times, I'll trade the minis. So it all depends on market structure. Good drop so far. Love that. What's going on, Ironclad? What's going on, everybody? Big group today. Hello, everybody. Sorry I did not say hi to everybody individually. You guys know I like to try to, but definitely a big group today. Definitely some great trades today as well. Yeah, Jimmy, that's exactly why I like to trade the micros too. Best thing with micros, guys, is you can add in easily and scale out as well. Nice pump on the VIX right there, guys. Definitely makes me want to add to my short position, but I'm staying patient. Microsoft starting to reject too. Yeah, that makes me want to add to this short position for sure. But I'm just going to let it do its thing. I'm just in a couple contracts on MNQ right now. I'm going to add when we get another lower high. So I'm going to want to drop, I'm going to want to pull back, and I'll add on the pullback. My entry on the short, guys, was on this wick up here. So great entry. Really great. And guys, that long position, again, I started that long position on this red candle, and then I added to it once this broke this candle's low because I saw that NASDAQ was a lot stronger than ES, and ES failed to hold below VWAP, so that's why I added to it. And then we took that long and we gained about, let's see, that was about a 60-point gainer on NASDAQ. Now we're back in some short positions, and so far that is about 30-something points in our direction already. So really great stuff, guys. I do want to pull back. I do want us to make a lower high. I do even want to see us retest this trend line one more time, because that would line up with the lower high as well. But hey, if we want to keep dropping, that's fine with me too. Good stuff, guys. Great stuff. Love to see it. ES much weaker. Get these off of our charts. Yeah, NASDAQ, guys. Great volatility on NASDAQ today. It's always good to be able to read the market structure, guys, and understand which market looks cleaner to trade, ES or NASDAQ. Today, I acknowledged and noticed that NASDAQ had a lot cleaner structure than ES, so I took NASDAQ today. Whereas sometimes I'll take ES because ES might be pushing stronger. So it all depends on the market volatility, the market movements, and so on. Got 2.5 minutes on this 5-minute. Now at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if we came back up, but again, I'm holding this short position. My short entry is way up here. I want to pull back to around here or to even this trend line, and then another short position will be added for me. Part of me is like, oh, well, scale out of the first short position down here so you could just add 2 or 3 or 4 contracts up here. But if we continue going lower, I'm going to be disappointed that I had such a great entry and I got out early.
Nine points on ES.
Hey, good stuff, man. 9 points? Yo, that's a good trade. Especially in this range, because again, look at ES compared to NASDAQ. ES is very choppy, whereas NASDAQ was more in a trend. So
Yeah,
definitely.
I enter right at the top.
Hey, that's not luck, man. That's skill. That's understanding the market structure. That's really great, dude. Good, give us that pullback. Give me a better entry. Let's trap some more long positions. I'm checking out, what's the daily? Let's check out what the daily looks like on NASDAQ. I'm curious. So I will say, however, the daily on NASDAQ does feel a little more bullish to me because we had this red basing candle, then we had this pump. But because of all these pushes lower, it's a little hard to stay bullish on NASDAQ. Or ES. On either of them, it's hard to stay bullish. Because quite frankly, bears have been in control lately. And you know, that whole Michael Burry dude who called the big short in 2008, and yet, you know, he missed out like 10 other short positions from then. But, you know, they don't talk about that. Guys, that Microsoft trade too is going well. Microsoft's starting to reject. That's also another reason I wanted to stay short on NASDAQ, is because of the weakness in Microsoft and the trade plan on Microsoft. So we got about 20 seconds left in the 5-minute. We're just staying patient. Nice pullback. It's what I want to see. As much as yes, I am in a short position. I want to see it just drop, fall out the sky. I want a pullback, because pullbacks are healthy. And that way I could also grab another contract. So there we go. ES is holding up the VWAP. VIX is sort of making a lower high, which is bullish, but we're just staying patient. I want to see another pullback. Again, part of me is thinking to scale out of this short position down here and wait for a pullback to enter another short position. But my first entry was so clean, I don't want to mess that up. Yo, nice stuff, guys. Nice stuff. Clean. Very clean. Now look, guys, if we were short right here and somebody went short right here and they put their stop, or they went long right here and they put their stop right here, this candle just wicked the low. So always keep an eye for wicking and breaking and failing the lows of previous candles, because a lot of times that's where the market will have its stop hunts. Sky Bear asked, what can I do? I'm always so gritty. Is $70 a trade is good for a 4K account? Yeah, so Sky Bear, you definitely want to do like the 2% rule, right? So 2% of 4K is 4,000 times 0.02 is $80. So you want to risk $80 per trade. That's your risk on those trades. So you could take a trade that's $100, but stop out when that trade hits $30, right? So definitely something to keep an eye on. Good stuff, good stuff. I want to see a stronger move on the VIX. But again, I was expecting a pullback. Microsoft just dropping. Look at that. Broke that key level. Grabbed liquidity, and now it's trying to push lower. Apple to drop base. See if it wants to drop and continue. Nvidia having trouble. It did break that supply zone, but it's having trouble holding above. It is back inside it. So what I would look on for a clue for Nvidia is I'd see if it wants to hold this trend line, this 45111 trend line. There we go, NASDAQ. Sure, NASDAQ, you could just keep dropping. That's fine with me. I won't be upset. Guys, look at that. Nice trends today. Clean trades today. Really great stuff. So fresh and so clean on this drop. We're about, let's see, for my entry, almost 50 points. 50 points green on that trade. So depending how many contracts you're in on MNQ, depending if you're trading NQ instead of MNQ, 50 points is huge. That is great. Got a minute on the 5-minute. I do want a pullback before we continue lower, because a pullback will signify that people are taking profits, and yeah, we want to pull back to grab more liquidity before we push lower. Sky Bear, how much TP should be? So take profit depends on your trade. Take profit depends on your trade, Sky Bear. So if you're it depends on what you're trading, how you're trading. You shouldn't have a set take profit to just 2%, because you want to have a take profit that is dependent on the market and the market structure and the candles and the stock that you're watching. Nice drops. All right, I'm definitely considering closing that position there. But again, had such a nice drop, had such a nice entry. I really do want to hold it. Try to let this winner run. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. The winner that keeps winning right there on that NASDAQ short, guys. Oh my goodness. I promise I don't move the market, I just react to it.
Damn. That's
Right?
really good day.
Right? That's crazy, man. That is crazy. Come on, market, give us a pullback. I'm thinking maybe, look, we might have like a left shoulder, the head, and then maybe a right shoulder over here. So I might look to add another short position at 14,880. But the way this market's moving, just dropping like it's hot. My short target on NQ would be either, first one would be VWAP, but quite honestly, I was trying to let this winner run, and we might just have oh my goodness, we might just have a really nice trend day on this. Wow, this is one of my best days so far. Definitely a good trend, clean trend. Near an area of interest, guys. We're near that area of interest I mentioned this morning on ES. So again, I am considering scaling out. This would be target 1. I would exit here for, if I was in more than like 2 or 3 contracts, I'd exit 2 here. But quite frankly, how bearish this has been, I'm just letting this winner run. There's no reason to stop out yet. That's crazy though. We do need a pullback. Market can't just keep dropping. But quite frankly, yes it can. Hey, who was that? Yo, Ricardo, you're a little bit glitchy, bro. R2, I'm sorry, but I cannot hear you. If you want, drop it in type chat. I'll check it. I always got type chat available. Oh my god, yo, this is crazy. It's just like falling out the sky right now. You know why? Because this bull move right here, trapping all these people going long. People were unaware of this supply zone and trend line. Look how perfect that was, guys. Holy cow.
Damn, that was good.
Oh man. Oh man, oh man.
Nevin, what time frame is that supply zone on with you?
8 hour.
Right, I haven't got 8 hour, that's why I didn't find it. Alright, thanks.
For sure. Not gonna lie, I definitely want to scale out when we get one more drop right here. But it's just dropping so hard. You know, we don't know for sure. Selling pressure's good. Microsoft's been selling off, guys. That Microsoft put is doing well now. It's $2 closer to in the money. We were looking at which contracts? We're looking at the 310. We were looking at the 315. Wow, okay. Alright, NASDAQ, I see you. So now what I would look for, guys, with how strong we're dropping right here, and it's just going to keep dropping, I would look for the next candle to maybe be a basing candle. So I would want it to pull back, retest VWAP, and I'll grab another short position at VWAP. But, holy cow. All I can say is holy cow. And that's why we just react to the market, guys. We create our trade plans and we execute our trade plans. Yeah, Jimmy, man, that drop was crazy. And yes, sir, called that like sniper, bang, bang. I think it was great because we grabbed some long positions down here, targeted the 8 hour supply, then we reversed our trade, and now we're back green again. So that's, again, really, really great stuff. 55 seconds in the 5 minute. Let's see if we want to get a nice big wick higher. See if it fails to hold below VWAP. Holy cow, man. 30 seconds in the 5 minute. Staying patient. Look how strong the VIX has been. ES rejecting the bottom of that area of interest, so that area of interest is holding up so far. Okay, NASDAQ, that's cool. That's cool. You keep dropping like it's hot. That's fine. I'm definitely not closing this short position. But I definitely want to see a pullback, man. I mean, geez. How low can you go? I think this candle will be the candle with the pullback. I really do. That was a 100-point drop from our entry. Over a 100-point drop from our entry. We need a pullback. That's insane. What a trade, guys. Great trade so far today. Huge, huge stuff. Great trade. Round of applause to you guys if you guys caught any of that. Round of applause for just following the trade plan, guys. Loving the Microsoft trade. Yeah, T-Pizzle, you in that Microsoft trade? Drop that in the main chat. In the main chat area. Yeah, let me at you, T-Pizzle. Nice, good stuff, man. Yeah, so what I'm expecting, guys, on almost every stock right here is a basing and then a continuation. A basing, continuation. But if it wants to keep...
What do you mean by basing, Kevin? Do you mean like a small pullback?
Yeah, basing is always a pullback. So if we're in a downtrend and we're seeing red candles, I would want a green basing. And a basing is usually a small body and a long upper wick.
Thank you.
For sure. Everybody's eating today, guys. Love to see it. Love to hear it. Vic's still trying to pop. There we go. 3 minutes on the 5 minute. Give us that pullback. Give us a strong pullback. Let's stop some shorts out before we continue lower. I want to see us either hit VWAP or break above VWAP for a second. Then once we start rejecting back below, I'll add a short position. Or 2. Or 3 or 4 or 5. I'm just kidding. But the way this thing's dropping, it's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. There we go. There we go. There's the pullback. 2.5 on the 5 minute. Nice pullback. Exactly what I want to see. Alright, I'm not adding yet. That was the rejection I did want to see right there exactly. But I want the 5 minute to close green. I want that to close green. Give us one more pump up. If it does give us one more pump up, I'll look to add a short position at 14.8, 40, 50. There we go. I'll add one. I'll add one there, and then I'll stay patient on this trade, right? So now I'm staying patient. I'm going to wait for the candle to close, and if the candle gives me the confirmation that we're going to go lower, I'll add another contract on the next candle. Minute 20 in the 5 minute. Staying patient. We might get 2 pullback candles, right? And that's okay. We want pullbacks. It might even pull back to way up here, or right here where these wicks were. This might be another good area to grab a short position. $50 in the 5 minute. Staying patient. I did add another short contract. Just staying patient. Fixed near high a day. I'm liking how ES is structured too. ES looks weaker at the moment. ES low of day. Do have a bit of divergence there. Got 15 seconds in the 5-minute. See how it closes. If it closes under VWAP, I'll add another position. If it doesn't, I'm going to wait for another pushback higher and grab another position. Did not close below VWAP. I am in multiple contracts now. Yeah, I'm thinking we get another pullback on this candle, guys. Definitely thinking that. How are equities doing? Equities are trying to pull back too. Microsoft had a nice pullback candle on that. Yo, T-Pizzle, good luck on that trade, man. I hope it works out. I hope it continues going in our direction. Does look like candles, stock market's trying to pull back. Gotta think, guys, we had this huge drop. The market now needs to grab liquidity. People are taking profits from their trade, and so on. Got 4 minutes in the 5-minute. I am liking this pullback. As much as I'm short, right? I'm short, but my first entry was up here. Second entry was right here. It's okay that it's pulling back against me because I'm still green on the trade. 2, it hasn't hit my stop, which would be like way up here at this point. And 3, this is a downward trend we're in right now. We just rejected this trend line. I want to see us continue lower. And I won't be adding more contracts until this candle closes and depending on how this candle closes. Because look, we got this rally, the bull flag, and then another rally. We might get this drop, a bear flag, and then another drop. So we might get this twice today. So really just staying patient on this, because if we do continue lower for another leg, we're going to see a really strong move. Let's see if we got any hourly demand zones, any type of demand zones at all to target to hold us up. Not seeing anything there. Maybe the 30-minute. Here we go. There's a target. So this target right here, guys, as much as I would want to see this as a daily 30-minute, it only had one green candle afterwards. So I'm thinking we hit it and then we pull back for a little bit and then continue. Alright, let's go back to the 5-minute. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, I hear you, T-Pizzle. It's definitely a little nerve-wracking to swing trade, but we do have to remember the trend overall has been bearish, and if we're looking at the daily chart on Microsoft, let's see. If we're looking at the daily chart on Microsoft, we broke out of this range right here. Broke out of it, pulled back into it, retested it. Now maybe if we close below it, it would be a great trade to swing trade, because again, we just retested the range. That's grabbing liquidity, and now we should see a push lower. So that's what I'm expecting on Microsoft. All depends on how ES and NQ also want to trade. Letting the 5-minute close. Might be a bear flag. I want to see also if ES wants to hold this area of interest. This 43.8875 key level right here. I want to see if it holds below it. Definitely considering grabbing another short position on this pump higher. But staying patient. We got 50 seconds in the 5-minute. Amazon at a key level, sort of having trouble at this key level, but it does look like it wants to push below it. We do have Nvidia, right, using this key level and VWAP right there, trying to reject and push higher. So we're going to keep an eye on how Nvidia wants to close as well. We got about 6 seconds till candle closes. Nice rejection on ES right there. Alright, let's see if we want to continue lower from this point. Yeah, it's not looking too good for the bears at the moment, but it's also not looking too good for the bulls at the moment, right? So we do have to stay patient. It is making these higher lows, higher low, higher low. So I'm really staying patient on this trade. I like that pump higher. I do like that pump higher, considering adding another short position. But I don't want to get too bad on my entry because, again, I already added to my short position around here. And because of that, it brought my average price from here to all the way down here. So I'm going to let the candle close. We got 4 minutes till this candle closes. It might even want to wick above this wick right here. Because again, guys, we got to think of where is the mass putting their stop losses. They're probably putting their stop losses at previous candle highs and lows. So if they have their stop losses there, I want to wick above that and then a rejection back lower. Really good stuff. What's going on, Fahima in the YouTube? What's going on? Hello, hello, and welcome to our YouTube. I know I've been messaging you a bit on the on Instagram. What's going on? Hello, hello. Yes, rejecting to break out of that. We got 3.5 minutes on the 5 minute. Just staying patient, guys. If we get a break above this candle right here, I'll look to grab another short position. And depending on how this candle closes, I'll grab a short position on the next candle too. So it's just staying patient. We had a really great entry up here. We're just staying patient. Equities pulling back. Microsoft pulled back to VWAP. That's really nice. That's what I want to see. Apple has not. Let's see. Let's just be patient on this, guys. Yes, pull back above that candle. So close. I think it'll give it to us. Got a little over 2 minutes on the 5 minute, so we're just staying patient on this, guys. Stress-free trades are the best trades. 2 minutes on the 5. Staying patient. Microsoft trying to break above VWAP, but having trouble. A lot of buying pressure hitting the tape right now. A lot of buying pressure in the market. See if we want to break above this previous candle. There's the break. Let's see if it wants to fake. Got a minute 23 left. It could wick back for all we know, but we're staying patient. Staying so patient. Alright, I'm going to add one more contract. And I'm staying patient on this trade. It's still a no-lose trade, and the reason I'm adding is because we broke this candle's wick and then started to reject. Now, if we do reverse, that's okay, because again, this is a no-lose trade for me right now, right? Because we got our entry was way up here at first, then we started adding here, we added one more here, so now our base entry is right here. Bears have been in control on the higher time frames. See if Microsoft broke through VWAP. See if it wants to now reject and come back lower. Love to see it. Sort of a bear flag right here because we had the drop, bear flag. See if we get another drop afterwards. Hey, you got it, T-Pizzle. All depends on how the day closes. All depends on how market structure is. I like that close. I do think we go lower from here. Staying patient. Staying patient. Alright, alright. Staying patient. Because again, guys, bulls did just have control for a little bit here. So we're just watching. ES failed to break above and hold above that area of interest. So still just watching, still just being patient. Had good entries on the short positions. Just waiting right now. Not the biggest fan of bears having trouble keeping us lower, but that's okay. Because equities are still looking weak too. Staying patient. Got a little bit of a push higher right here. Just waiting. Oh man, coming back up to that wick. Let's see if it might want to wick above this wick right here, right? And again, another stop hunt. VIX is sort of choppy right now. VIX isn't as strong as it was on the drop. Yeah, bulls are not giving this up right now, guys. Definitely a tough one right here. That's why we had multiple exits, right? We had our first target at VWAP, and then yeah, we just wait. We stay patient. Next target, this 30-minute demand zone. Oh man, above that previous wick now. Not going to add any more contracts to this. I'm just staying patient. Only way I add contracts at this point is if we get a nice push lower, a candle close lower, and then I will add to ride the trend back lower. Equities are still sort of pushing green on the day. Just waiting. Waiting. Remember, guys, the market's never going to go from our entry right to our target. Except, you know, if you entered up here and your target was VWAP. But, we just gotta stay patient. Gotta think of, are retail traders getting caught up buying right now? Are retail traders getting stopped out right now? What are retail traders doing? Because there's a reason 90% of retail traders fail in trading. So let's try to inverse them, right? Let's think what they're doing. Where they put their stops, we put our entries. Minute 40 in the 5-minute. Just staying patient. How's the 15 looking? Got about 11 minutes in the 15. Would love for us to drop and continue on the 15. What's the 30 doing? Same with the 30. If anything, I'd be watching the 30-minute chart now and look for this to be a basing candle, right? So a small body, long upper wick. So it'd have to come to about here, near VWAP. Got 45 seconds left. Real good stuff. Nice rejection. Look at these upper wicks. Bears are still here. Bears are not giving up. Hey, here we go. Staying patient. 30 seconds in the 5-minute. VIX is having trouble going lower.
Hey, Kevin, what's your target again? I'm sorry, I lost track.
No worries. So our first target was VWAP. Our second target is going to be this 30-minute demand zone, but I do believe we're going to break through that demand zone. I think we're going to get a really nice bear trend today if we do continue lower. Got 5 minutes. Got 5 minutes. Got 5 seconds. Part of me wants to scale out of a contract here to lock in some gains. Another part of me is saying just be patient. We still have about, on the 30 minute, still have about a little under 10 minutes on the 30 minutes, so that's 2 more 5-minute candles. I want us to go lower. Equities are looking weak. Microsoft had trouble getting above and staying above VWAP, so we're just staying patient. But now something else I'm noting is we keep getting near VWAP on NASDAQ and we keep rejecting and wicking back up. So let's see if we could hold here and push lower. There we go. Hey, good stuff, good stuff. Staying patient. 4 minutes in the 5 minutes. So again, guys, it could wick right back up for all we know. But seeing how strong this bear move was, I'm thinking this pullback was people taking profit, was the market trying to stop hunt. I do think we get another leg lower. YouTube, you guys got any questions too? Don't forget, always drop a comment. I'm always keeping an eye on that. Don't forget, please join our community. We are a great community. We go live Monday through Friday for you guys. I go Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Jeremy goes Tuesday, Thursday. But on the days that I'm not live, I do keep posting in my in the watch list section what I'm watching for that day, my trade plans, and I do post in the main chat as well what I'm doing with the trades. All right, good drop right there, guys. Good drop, but we still got 3 minutes in the 5 minute. Part of me wants to scale out of one contract on that drop to lock in some gains, but I'm staying patient. Nice pop on the VIX, exactly what I wanted to see. Yeah, I'm staying patient on this trade, guys. Bears have been in control right now.
Kevin, where's the best place to comment?
In the main chat area. Like, you see how it
Got it.
says hangout and then it says main chat?
Yeah, I do see that.
Yeah, so main chat would be the good spot because I always keep that up on my screen.
Great, thanks.
For sure. And on days where Jeremy's not streaming, he's in the main chat, and days that I'm not streaming, I'm in the main chat. So we always try to keep the chat active for you guys. I like the rejection on Meta right now is near a key level as well. Would like to see a new low of day on Meta if Meta could push even just below this wick right here. I'm not liking the wicks back higher. Buyers keep trying to step in. Just staying patient on this trade. Got a minute 40 on the 5 minute. It was a nice wick higher. This candle might even go green here. But again, if I'm looking at the 30 minute, the 30 minutes so far is looking like that basing that I wanted. And if we get the basing that I wanted, I'm expecting a strong drop on the 30 minute. Just like this drop, I would want another drop similar to this, but with continuation to create a 30-minute supply zone. So I'm still leaning towards the bears on this, guys. "48 seconds in the 5 minute, right? We got a nice big wick. Buyers are looking at this wick and saying, oh, buyers are stepping in. We're going strong. We're going to reject and go back higher. We're just waiting for the candle to close. Especially the 30 minute. I really want that 30 minute to close with a long wick on top, and we got another 5-minute candle to go before that 30-minute closes. So it could chop around for another 5 minutes around this area. But if as long as it stays around this area, then I'm okay to hold this short position for another 30 minutes. So I am considering scaling out of one contract here just to lock in some gains in case this 30-minute doesn't want to close the way I'm expecting it to. Oh, that's a nice drop. I'll tell you what, I'll scale out of one contract here to lock in some gains, again in case we do reverse. No, I think I'm going to trust my technical analysis on this one and hold this trade and let the 30-minute close. Because again, this is a no-lose trade. A no-lose trade is a stress-free trade, and that's what we want in the market. We want stress-free trades, good risks to rewards, good entries. It's what we want. I do think we might come up higher on the 5-minute for a moment, but I don't think we're going to hold higher. I think maybe we come back up here, we look to tweezer top, but tweezer bottom, and then we fail. That's what I'm expecting. Microsoft's looking to push lower. Apple also looking to push lower. These are other keys that I look for in the market. Sort of looks like a rounding top right here. Rounding is when it looks just like that, like it's rounding. Like it's round up top to drop lower. So just staying patient. I do want this 5-minute to close around here because I want the 30-minute to close green. So I'll put a trend line. I want us on the 5-minute to close above there. So it could stay wherever it wants, but I want it to be between this candle and this low. Or of course we could continue. I have no problem if we continue lower too. Looks like a dreaded bearish H pattern is. It does, yeah, like an H looking pattern for sure. Microsoft's sort of pulling back a bit. I do really want to scale out of one contract here just to play it safe. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to scale out of one contract right there. But I'm going to hold the rest. We got 2 minutes in the 5-minute, 2 minutes in the 30-minute. I want the 30 to close green because that will show me that we have strength to the downside due to this long upper wick. VIX trying to push lower, but VIX is chopping around, not trusting it. Not trusting it for bulls, staying bearish on this trade. Yes, sir, absolutely, Jimmy. Always good to lock in some gains. Pay yourself, always good. Always good. Want to lock in those gains, too, to make it a no-lose trade, because then those gains you locked in, if we do reverse, those gains will cover the quote-unquote loss on that trade. Got a minute left in the 5-minute. It's closing exactly where I want it to on the 30. But I would expect, the 30-minute, when the next 30-minute and 5-minute candle opens, we might push a bit higher. Good stuff so far. 15 seconds in the 5 minute. We're looking at the 15, we're looking at the 30, and we're just staying patient. Five seconds. Come on. Close green. Close green. 30. Oh, closed red. Still feeling bearish on this, though, based off the 5 minute. So just staying patient on this. But the 30 did not close how I wanted it to close. So I'm just keeping an eye on that, too. There we go. Let's go for another leg lower. Microsoft starting to reject. Apple starting to reject. Let's get another push lower. There we go. Good stuff. Good stuff, guys. Great stuff. Oh, coming back to the next target. Coming down. So close. I'm going to look to exit one more contract if we do hit this target down here at the 30-minute demand zone. We are trying to hold. But if I'm looking at the 15 now, it's very tough. What's the hourly looking like, right? Hourly was nice and bearish. What's the 2 hour looking like? 3 hour. 3 hours looking good to be bearish, but we got a whole hour until this 3 hour closes. Yeah, so now I'm not really liking the bears, but I do want us to push back lower one more time. Buyers are stepping in. Buyers are not messing around right now. They're trying to get us to stop out if we shorted and have our stop at this wick right here. Bears are having a tough time keeping us lower. Bulls are having a tough time keeping us higher. Part of me wants to add another short contract once we pump above this wick right here. Just like that. Let's see if we reject. VIX is pushing lower below its range though, so I'm not going to add any contracts to this. I'm just staying patient. Always good to keep an eye on, is ES in a range, is VIX in a range, what's breaking out of the range, how could we trade that to our advantage. Really strong move higher here, guys. Glad I scaled out of some contracts below. That's why we scale out. Got a little under 2 minutes on the 5 minute. Just staying patient. See how ES is near the top of its range over here, and Q is not at the top of its range over here. But I'm not adding contracts to this. I'm staying patient. Got a minute 30 on the 5 minute. 30 minutes did not close how I wanted it to close, but it did close red. I am going to wrap it up, guys, in probably the next 5-10 minutes. So, we better dump this stock. No, I'm just kidding. Keeping an eye on equities, too. Equities are having trouble going higher. Tesla pulled back to this key area. Nvidia still holding this key level and this VWAP. Microsoft chopping around, too. So we're really staying patient on this, guys, because the market's still open, even though I'm getting off in a few minutes, right? Market's still open till 4:30 Eastern. Market's still open for another 5.5 hours. Just because I get off doesn't mean the trend stops. Got 10 seconds on this 5-minute candle. Sort of looking double bottomy over here. Yeah, not a fan of it for bears right now. Does look like it wants to take some stops for the bulls. Yep. Staying patient. Bulls are looking strong on that 5-minute close right there. Was an engulfing candle right there. See if it wants to give us a nice big sell-off. Want a nice quick rejection, nice quick reaction. Consider adding another contract. Just staying patient though, because bulls are here. Bulls mean business. But again, bears had that nice push lower before, off of that supply zone. There we go. Nice, nice. I'm probably going to look to scale out of these contracts, guys, because buyers are stepping in, and I don't want to be in a short position while buyers are stepping in. So I'm probably going to look to target VWAP on just to scale out of a contract. Bears are like, we're not giving up yet. Again, bears having a tough time bringing us lower. Bulls having a tough time bringing us higher. Right now we are in this little choppy range. ES having trouble holding above this area of interest. Staying patient. Got a little under 3 minutes on the 5-minute. Gonna look to scale out of a contract if it does give us one more drop. Yeah, I'll look to scale out of one right there. Still holding 2. Nice. Nice drops. Nice drops. Here we go. Good stuff. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Whew. Okay. Alright, bears. I see you. Could always wick back up. Market loves its wicks. Market loves to fake people. So I'm going to look to scale out of... I do want to scale out of one more to lock in some gains because I do want to hop off. I do like to call it a day around 11:30. It's one of the rules I follow. That way I don't overtrade. But just because I get off at 11:30 doesn't mean the market stops trending around then. And I believe the London market closes at 11. Got a minute left on the 5-minute. Staying patient. Could wick back up, could drop back lower. Hope you guys caught some great trades today. I know I certainly did. Microsoft's with a really nice drop candle here, guys. Nice, nice. Nice like ice. Hey, let's get it. Let's get it. Alright, I'm going to stop out of one more contract right there. Now I'm just holding one. You know what? Quite honestly, do want to stop out of the remaining contract too, because now we're choppy. We're in a range, but bears have been in control, and I do want to trade the trend. There we go. Give me that 30-minute demand zone, then I'll stop out. Nice pop on the VIX. Really nice pop on the VIX. What we want to see for a bear move. Microsoft 2 trying to push lower. Come on, market. You got it. You got it, NQ. There we go. Big drops. All right. I am all out of that trade right there. Fantastic trade, guys. Really good stuff. Really great trading day with you guys. And again, I think this is just going to continue lower, right? So it's a really great trade. Appreciate you all for tuning in. Jimmy, thanks for joining. YouTube, thanks for joining. Discord, guys, always appreciate you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys caught some good trades with us today. I mean, that was two great, two fantastic trades. You know, we got these long positions down here for the move up. We grabbed the shorts right here in supply at this trend line based off of our trading plan. Was too perfect of an entry, guys. Fantastic stuff. Thanks, Kevin, jumping off now. Yeah, Jimmy, I'll be back on Wednesday. All right, guys. Really great stuff. Appreciate you all for tuning in. Let's see if Microsoft wants to continue to push lower as well. That was the swing trade that I was keeping an eye on. Appreciate you all. Take care. Happy trading. Don't forget to join us on Discord. Join our community. bullishbears.com. That's for you guys.